Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be picking my TBR again, using the board game like we always do. I do this every month. If you have not watched any of these videos, basically I have this board game that I made myself. I have dice, and basically the board picks the books that I'm going to read for the upcoming month. So we're going to be picking October's TBR, which I'm really excited for because October is, you know, Halloween season, so I want to start getting into fantasy books. I don't really want to be focusing too much on romance. We'll see what the board game picks. I'm going to set up everything so we can get it going. So I'm going to take out our dice. Gotta take out the cards. These are our prompts that we have to shuffle. Now we have the actual book titles that we have to shuffle. These are always getting stuck to each other because of the whiteout I put on them when I updated the board. So shuffled, and now we can officially start. Okay, so as always, I'm gonna record on my phone so you guys can actually see what's going on while I could still have my camera set up. So this is what the board looks like right now. We're going to start. We're gonna grab both the dice and start rolling. Okay, we're gonna count that as 1, so we'll do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Literally perfect. We landed on fantasy. That's gonna be the first thing we're gonna have to pick out of the Ziploc, but we're gonna continue. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another fantasy. This is actually crazy because I literally just said I wanted fantasy books this month. The board game is working in our favor. So this is the third pick now. We're doing 10. So I usually skip these two again because I never know what to do for those two. So we're going to skip them and we're going to go 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys are actually going to think I'm cheating. This is actually really weird. I don't know, but it's working in our favor. So now we're going to do the fourth pick. And it landed on 7. So we're going to skip this because this isn't nothing. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have a thriller. That's a little different. I don't really usually read thrillers like that, but it'll be a good, I think that's a good pick for the fall, honestly. And then we have number 5. We actually haven't got a card yet. Okay, so this is 6 and 2, which is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. We got at least one card to choose from. So just to recap, we landed on 3 fantasy little things on the board and 1 thriller. So we have to pick those all out of the Ziploc, and then we got 1 TBR card prompt. So we're gonna do these first because they automatically tell us the title. So it's always so hard to pick these because I don't want to look, but I also need to make sure I'm picking the right color. I don't know if I picked it. Okay, we have fantasy with us right here. So I'm gonna see if you guys can read it first, maybe. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So this book was actually on my TBR for September, and I didn't end up getting to it because I had so many other books that I wanted to read, and I was still in my romance mood, so I wasn't in the mood for a fantasy yet. But now that this has been moved to my October TBR, maybe I'll be in the mood for it. I've also been in the mood for a really heartfelt romance book, and I've heard that this book is really really tugs at your heartstrings. So I would be so excited to read this in October. Yeah, honestly, I think this is a great first pick for October. We're gonna go to our next fantasy pick. No fantasies there. Fantasies are purple. Oh, okay, we have one here. If it could unstick. Oh, I think I kind of saw it. I actually have no clue what this says. I have never picked this book. Shatter Me? Where is it? This book really scares me because of how long this series is. I kind of wanted to save it for the winter time. Who knows? Maybe I'll want to get to this book. It's also not long at all. At least the first book, and I think all the books are pretty much this size. Honestly, I probably could get to this book because it's not a crazy long fantasy book. The only thing that scares me is the whole series part of it, because if I read this one, I'm probably going to continue and want to read all of them. Yeah, that's the second book picked. Now we have another fantasy that we have to pick out. So let's see what we pick. Okay, we have one right here. Let's see what this one is. Hopefully it's not. Maybe it's upside down. I don't think so. Oh, it was upside down. Ruthless Vows. So I actually read this book in September. Unfortunately, this one does not count, so we're going to have to go back into the Ziploc and pick another one. which it literally took forever. You know what? This is what I'm gonna pick right here. Let's see. I don't know if you guys could read that. Once Upon a Broken Heart! This couldn't be more perfect because my friend Julia just got into reading and she really wants to read this book, and I told her like I've never read it, and we wanted to start our own little like book club with Marcella too. So we all actually decided we wanted to read this in October, and now that it's on my TBR, it's absolutely perfect because this book is like one I was for sure going to be reading in October, so I'm actually super excited. So those are the 3 fantasy books we just picked. Now we have to pick a blue for thriller. And I don't really have a lot of thrillers on my shelf, so I don't know, I can't remember which ones I've written down on these blue cards, but I guess we'll see. I can't really tell if it's ever upside down or not. The Silent Patient. Okay, I don't have this on my shelf, but I have heard so many good things about it. This is a really popular book talk book a while ago, and I still have not read it. So maybe it'll be a good month to get into that book also because, you know, fall season thriller books I feel like would be a good time to read it. The last thing we have is our TBR prompt, which it basically gives us a prompt and I get to pick the book from my shelf. So I usually like these because it's a little bit of free range, and that says an even amount of pages. So this one we have to literally go through the books and see which books have an even amount of pages. I kind of want to go for something else other than fantasy since we do have a lot of fantasy already on our TBR. So I'm going to see some of the books on here. One, Underneath the Sycamore Tree is a book I really want to get to in fall because just look at the cover. Doesn't it look like the best fall book ever? So I'm going to see the last page. What I count as the last page is the, like, after the epilogues. But this book has a bonus scene, so I don't know if I'm going to count that. Well, either way, actually, the epilogue ends on page 350 and the bonus scene ends on page 356, which are both even numbers. Let me show you guys. If it wants to focus. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Ends on page 350 and then the bonus scene ends on page 356. So I think I'm going to add this to my October TBR. This book, I know it's like a heartbreaking book. Like, I know I've heard that when you read this, like, you're going to end up sobbing. I don't know why, but that's exactly what I've been wanting. I've been reading a lot of like cute little romances, but I want a book that's going to make me sob. I don't know what that says, but it's just what I've been craving, right? Yeah, that is my TBR. I'm so excited. I feel like I say that every time I end one of these videos, but I am so excited for my TBR this month because it is exactly what I wanted. I have a good range of fantasy books. I have a cute, well, it's probably not a cute little book, but it's giving fall. And then I have a thriller book, which I don't really get into thrillers that much, but maybe this is the time where I should start getting into it. So this is my fall TBR to, you know, refresh the memory. We have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Shatter Me, Once Upon a Broken Heart, The Silent Patient, and Underneath the Sycamore Tree. So that is it for today's TBR video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This is a quick little short one. I don't know what it is. I think it's because since we had to pick them from the Ziploc bag, it was so much quicker because they just give you the title automatically. So that's probably why this video was so quick, but short and sweet like Sabrina Carpenter, and I got a good TBR, so I'm not even mad about it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post my next video. We are also so close to 3,000 subscribers. I need like 20 more subscribers, I think, last time I checked. So please share my videos with anyone you think will enjoy my videos, and just subscribe. Let's get to 3,000 subscribers. That's so exciting. I feel like I've been so much better with YouTube this year. Like, I've had my schedule planned out. Last year I wanted to hit 3,000 subscribers but I wasn't as consistent as I was this year. So I would be so happy to hit 3,000 subscribers. So yeah, hopefully we can meet that goal super soon. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.